Well, for the benefit of this video, as you see, we have here a Mamods SE1. This one arrived today from Canada. It's the first time, obviously, I've run it. There's some priming and fun games going on here at the moment. I don't think this engine's been actually steamed wrong. Just trying to get some of this rubbish out. So anyway, this is a pretty late SE1, probably 67, 68, might have been an old model overlapped with the SE1A and the SE2A when they were introduced at this period. It's been in very good condition actually. I don't think this one's been steamed very much. I know that's a term that's overused, but it really is incredibly clean and tidy. The underside of the boiler is very little stuff or any marks on it at all. The lacquer is very good condition. The Mamods on the flywheel is incredibly bright and shiny. It's been kept in a box, I suspect, for most of its life. This one's just gradually getting into its stride now. I've thoroughly oiled it. Everything was basically coated in the sort of white oxidation that you get in the cylinder around here, or the boiler around there and around the overflow. And given everything a good oiling, the last time you ever saw these holes on this type of engine, you saw it on the SE3, that was it. All engines had it at one time. There's a felt pad inside here which retains oil and helps oil the cylinder port faces a little bit better. This one's really getting into its stride now, and it's a commendable runner. As I said in my recent post on the forum, very much sort of regarded as a sort of the forgotten engine really. Everyone wanted the SE3 or the SE2s, and the little SE1, which was a little bit more austere, was very much sort of overlooked. However, they're extremely capable performers, just as good as an SE2A or an SE2, and obviously without the direction control, you have to be careful how you connect it to various workshops, especially if you're using a hammer or directional bias tools, but all part of the fun. Very clean, very crisp. The last of the small engines to have superheating, large safety valve, and obviously the union nut on the boiler. So there you have it. For the sake of argument, I'm going to say it's a 1967 SE1, and very much the last of its kind. I should say also the engine frame has that curious hammered green effect paint, which seemed to be very prevalent around this area, around the late 60s, very early 70s. Perhaps they had a batch of it in, perhaps they just had changed the supplier. As you can see on the engine frame, I've seen on a couple of the extra holes underneath here. Probably because at this time the engine frame was changing over to the SE1A and SE2A, which is a slightly different engine block, and where the actual pop rivets were slightly lower. So perhaps this was very much a changeover period. They were starting to gear up production for the new models, or maybe this one was produced alongside the new engines until all the stocks and parts for the old SE1 were used up. Who knows? Perhaps Steve Malins does. So there you have it. SE1, 1967. Nice little addition to the stable, and a good performer, and it's really enjoyable just to watch this one just do what it does best.